Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. These are timeless, so whenever you're watching the video, it's for the week ahead. This is going to be for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'll do the timestamps. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. And remember, these are general, so keep an open mind. I read the energy, so you take it as it resonates for you. Be sure to watch all your signs. Information on private readings, or if you want to check out the specials I'm currently running, all that is below. I'm using the Sierra Marchetti Tarot deck and the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Okay, so remember, you have other weeklies posted, the other timeless readings. You have the monthlies, the mid-monthly updates, all that's done. So you can check that out as well. All right, what is going on with Gemini? Let's see, 107 roughly. Hey Gemini, if you're skipping ahead, remember to watch the intro as well. There's information for you there. So what's going on in the week ahead for Gemini? What's going on in the week ahead for Gemini? Situation, 3 of Wands. Challenge, King of Swords. Outcome, 3 of Coins. Bottom of the deck, the 7 of Coins. You're waiting on something and you're doubting whether or not it's even going to happen. 9 of Swords and the Wheel under that. Or you're thinking about going back to something because some time has gone by, nothing's happened. You're thinking, should I revisit that? Should I try? Should I reach out? You know, type thing. 3 of Wands. So this is where, yeah, you've tried to get something started, or you sent out messages, or you've sent out requests or applications or whatnot, and it's not been happening. Nothing's been happening. You haven't seen any results. With the 7 of Coins there, it's just been waiting, or the results that have come in, the opportunities that have come in were not what you wanted. Okay, we have the King of Swords as your challenge, so that's your energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is, I feel like this is telling you, it's almost like a bit of a wake-up call. It's like it's telling you to be realistic. Okay, to be realistic. So I don't get that you're being idealistic. I get that, if anything, you're being self-critical or too critical of the opportunities presented to you. But I also feel like there's going to be a change of mind, is what I'm seeing here. I also see, for some of you, you're thinking of looking elsewhere. You're thinking of applying for other jobs, or you're thinking of changing where you live, or you're thinking of moving away from where you are to something, you're not quite sure what, but you're trying to move away from where you are or what you're doing. I feel like there's some information, there's communication, unexpected, that kind of changes your mind, and it either keeps you where you are, because the 3 of Coins is like, it's growth and development where you are. Okay, so if it's a situation where you're thinking, you know what, maybe I should change my job, I feel like you're not quite happy with how things are, but you can't really put your finger on exactly why. And it's almost like you're saying, you know what, I'll change everything, and maybe that helps, right? Or you're not quite happy within yourself, and you're like, you know what, I'll change my job, maybe that helps. But you're not sure if your job was the problem in the first place. Does that make sense? And with the King of Swords, it's like you're being asked to be rational, realistic, and make smart decisions. But it could also be some sort of a conversation or some sort of an offer to grow and develop where you are. Okay, and you're saying, okay, yeah, I'll reconsider, and I feel like you're staying where you are because there's growth where you are. Does that make sense? It's a little bit of, I think I'm picking up on that confusing energy that you're in, where you're not quite sure what you want to do, and you might end up being impulsive. And this is kind of like a heads up to say, be careful, you know, be reasonable, be rational, make smart decisions, don't be impulsive. Let's clarify for Gemini. What's this? 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, King of Swords with the Magician, 3 of Coins with the King of Cups, and 10 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're worried over nothing, Gemini, is the message that I'm getting here. Because we have the 3 of Wands with the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords is a little bit of self-sabotaging energy. Or you're thinking, should I be looking for other options? Should I be looking elsewhere? Should I be looking for another job? Should I be keeping my options open when it comes to love? Because you're thinking of bolting, you're thinking of leaving, you're thinking of, just leaving, however that makes sense. Your challenge and your advice is to be rational and reasonable, to make smart decisions, to see things for what they are. Why? Because with the Magician, you're manifesting at this time. So, in other words, whatever action you take at this time creates long-term consequences for you, for better or for worse. So before you act, because Wands are an impulsive energy, and the 7 of Swords is like a half a thought. You haven't really figured it out. You don't have a full sentence in your head about this. You just have an impulse, a word, and just go on that. Does that make sense? You don't want to look deeper at something. And the message is, well, you can if you want to, but you're creating long-term consequences. Because you can have, especially in emotional matters or romantic matters, especially if you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you can have a happily ever after with this person. I feel like for some of you, commitment is on the table. 3 of Coins, making something official, starting something serious, starting something with the perspective of 7 of Coins, investing in it, developing it, getting it to its full potential, whatever that may be. Happily ever after, right? That's what's on the table. But I feel like you want to bolt. There's self-sabotage here. You want to bolt. The message is, you can if you want to. However, this is a really amazing opportunity. So you're going to have to figure out what you want to do. Right? Because you're creating long-term consequences for yourself. If you bolt now, you'll keep running. If you act on this half thought, it's not even a plan. It's not even a nothing. Do you know what I mean? This is like making long-term decisions based on temporary feelings or a mood. Does that make sense? So it's a bit of a heads up for you, Gemini, here, because you have the potential for long-term commitment, long-term growth, long-term development, something that it will be mutual, whether this is with love or work, right? It's something that it will be mutual. Both parties or all parties involved will be working towards the same goal. It's like serious, right? It's like real time, real life, serious commitment. And your first instinct is to bolt. But you're being told you can if you want to. However, if you bolt now, you'll keep bolting. Does that make sense? In other words, you'll be manifesting more of this unsettled energy so that you keep doing the same thing. As soon as something gets close to serious, you'll bolt again. As soon as something gets close to a real opportunity that if you decide to invest in it, it will grow, you'll bolt again, right? Because that's what you're manifesting. And I mean, that's the energy, and you take it as it makes sense to you. But you have real potential in a situation you're already faced with. You're already looking at it. You're already dealing with this person. You're already in this job. You're already in this situation. Your response, your reaction, your impulse to take off comes from self-sabotage, from fear of loss, fear of disappointment, fear of getting hurt. You know what it is. And you're being told, well, advised, you can bolt if you want to, or you can grow up a little bit. King of Swords, right? Grow up, see things from a higher perspective, be rational in making your decisions. Think about long term. Think about what you really want in the long term. And then compare it to your current situation, because you will then see, you will have clarity that yes, this is a really good situation. This is a solid opportunity that can take me to what I've figured out I want to do in the long term. Does that make sense? So Gemini, you can keep bolting if you want to, but you have an opportunity here to slow down, to settle down, to put down roots and start developing something that will be your happily ever after, whether that is with your career or with your love life, both, whatever it is, okay? And for those of you, it's time to bring back the focus to your relationship or to your family, to your home life, to your emotional health, to your mental health. It's time to bring focus back to that, because you've been focused on career, work, progression, go get him, go, whatever. But that is as a form of self-sabotage. Okay, you've been kind of running away, distracting yourself, making excuses as to why you need to do that. You know what I mean? And the message here is you've accomplished enough, or you've chased enough, or you know what I mean? It's time to bring back the focus to kind of settle yourself. Does that make sense? To settle down in your energy, in your emotions, with your health, or like literally settling down. Let's see, oracle advice for Gemini for the week ahead. Okay, that one wants to come out. New beginnings, yeah, that's what it is. Celebration, peace, settling down, patience. I feel like you have issues trusting something, whether it's trusting yourself, trusting another person or another party, trusting that things will play out the best way they can, trusting that your efforts will pay off, trusting the universe, trusting the divine. You have issues with that, and you have a tendency to control, to make sure that things are going to happen the way you want them to happen, right? Because you don't trust that if you leave it up to someone else, again, person, situation, company, God, universe, whatever, it's not going to happen, right? And this is a test. If you have some patience with this, it's your choice. You keep going. Yeah, look. Power versus patience. You can keep going and power through, right? It's your choice. You can. Or you could choose to be patient, to give something time to develop, to see what happens, right? A new approach to things, more peaceful. And that means it's not necessarily not fighting. No, it means a gentle approach, a calm approach, a settled approach within yourself, right? And you'll have a lot of reasons to celebrate this new beginning, new relationship that turns into long term, that turns into your happily ever after, new job or promotion, advancement, a new beginning with that turns into your happily ever after. Maybe it's time to buy a house, put down roots. Okay, it'll be different for everyone. Whatever you understand when I say to settle down and put down roots and start to fully invest and develop into one thing, right? That's what this is. So bring back your focus. Your focus has been split, and it has been as a form of self-sabotage. Keep myself distracted. I do a lot, but not too much of one thing, right? Just a lot of little things, right? Whereas now you're being given the opportunity to grow, to develop, to settle down and put down roots. That's the only way I can put it, okay? And it's still your choice what you want to do with it. I'm just telling you, you have this opportunity, okay? You do with it what you will. What an interesting reading. Yeah. Bring back the focus to one thing. If you want to see one thing grow, you have to bring back the focus to it. You've been focused on many things and nothing's been developing because your focus has been split, right? So I hope that helps you. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. And we're moving on to Libra, 1515. Hi, Libra. Thanks for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, just remember to watch the intro as well. There's information for you there. So let's see what's going on for Libra in the week ahead. Show me Libra in the week ahead. Libra in the week ahead. Situation, 2 of Coins. The challenge, Page of Cups. The outcome, 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Coins. So with the Ace of Coins, this can be, it's a new beginning of a stable nature, right? Be a new job, a new beginning with money, a new source of income, a new place to live, money for a house. It can be relationship, but it's like a serious relationship, right? Where commitment is involved. Strength under that. You have a choice to make. Commitment's on the table. And you have a choice to make. 2 of Coins. Do I take it? Do I not take it? The challenge, there may be some trust issues with the Page of Cups here. I don't really know if I should believe what you're saying. Or emotions are a challenge. Expressing emotion might be a challenge for you. Maybe you're thinking of making a commitment and you don't know how to express that. In the outcome, you have the 7 of Wands. Something being, you being resistant to something. And we have Leo energy again here. Just like the Strength card energy. You might be making a commitment, 9 of Cups, under the Strength card. So I get you can do this. I hear you can do this. So for some of you, you're holding back. You're not sure. You want to make a commitment, whether that's to a person, to get a house, to get a job, to get a better job, get some money, get a loan. I don't know. Or a commitment to yourself, to your health with the Strength card there as well. But I feel like there's a bit of a forceful energy. I don't know if you're being forceful or you're feeling like someone else is being forceful with you. It's almost like ultimatum energy. Okay? And so the challenge is, I don't know, even though it's a good thing that is offered, you know, deep down, you don't know how you feel about it because you're feeling forced. Whether that means it's ultimatum, or that means someone's trying to rush you, or you feel like someone's trying to rush you, or someone's not giving you time to think. Let's get more energy here. More clarification for Libra for the week ahead. So what's this 2 of Coins about? 3 of Wands. Page of Cups. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like it's ultimatum energy. 7 of Wands. The Fool. Someone wants 6 of Wands. Leo again. You're dealing with a Leo, Libra. Or someone who comes across very kind of forceful. I feel like someone's proposing to you, but it's like, yeah, whatever you're dealing with, the energy I'm picking up on is, there is an offer made, or an offer that you have to make, but there's a forceful energy. So whether someone's telling you, I have this job offer for you, but you have to let me know by the end of the day, or someone's talking to you about commitment and relationship, and the longer they wait, the more forceful they become, almost. So it's like, so what do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do. Or someone's like, tell me how you feel. Unless you tell me how you feel and you make it clear and whatnot, I'm walking out the door. Okay, there's something where you're thinking about it, you're contemplating it, but you need time to figure out what you want to do, because to you it's a big deal, or a bigger deal than it is to someone else. And you are thinking about it, and you are contemplating, and you are figuring it out for yourself. The challenge is someone wants an answer fast, and you're afraid that if you don't give them an answer fast, that whatever's on the table is going to go away. And it's like you don't want to say no, but you want to make sure you want to say yes. Does that make sense? And someone's asking you to be very clear, very specific, very quick in your decision. And you're saying, well, I need more time, but if I tell them I need more time, they're going to take that the wrong way. The best approach, honesty is the best policy here. You might struggle with expressing exactly how you feel or what you're thinking about the situation, but you express that, okay? Tell them how you feel the best way you can. Tell them, I want to say yes, I'm working through some of my own stuff that has nothing to do with you, and I'm working through it so that when I say yes, I can say it 100%, there's no doubt. And again, whatever doubt or hesitation might be there, it's not about you, it's about me. My issues, my problems, or because of what happened in my past, or, you know what I mean? Because you will be given patience or compassion or consideration. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Okay, ask for patience, ask for more time. But it's not just about you saying I need more time, because that's going to be taken the wrong way. I feel like you have to try to be as clear as you possibly can. And if it's you saying I don't know why I'm hesitating, tell them you don't know why you're hesitating, okay? Be honest with them, because I feel like they're going to take it the wrong way. If you just say I need more time, they'll take the wrong way. They won't understand what goes on behind that, right? They don't know that you mean yes, but you need to wrap your head around it so that you say yes 100%. Or they don't know that I need more time means I don't want to say no to this. I do want this. I just need to work on some other stuff. Does that make sense? So be transparent is the advice here, Libra. Because I feel like this is something you want. This is something you're wishing for. This is something you want to say yes to, or you want to offer. But it's like it needs to be on your terms or at your speed. But the dynamic you're in, you can ask for understanding and tell them why. Just going along because you feel pressured is not going to help the situation, because you'll feel resentful. Okay, you won't be able to fully invest in that and take it to its full potential, because you'll feel resentful. You'll always feel like you got pushed into it, and that just puts a very different tone on things. Even if it is something that you want, just the idea, the notion that you got pushed into it, it kind of makes it, like something you don't want. So let's see, Oracle advice for Libra. Oracle advice for Libra for the week ahead. And maybe you struggle with expressing yourself, you struggle with expressing how you feel, or you struggle with establishing boundaries in a way that's not confrontational, because you're afraid the other person's going to get upset, you're afraid the other person's going to go away, you're afraid the opportunity will go away. But the message here is, no, have some quiet inner strength, Libra. That's what that is. A boundary is not you going to war on someone. A boundary is not rejection. a boundary is saying what you want to say, or doing something on your terms, or even asking for the opportunity to negotiate something. And I feel like you're in a dynamic where you can do that. All of this is going on inside your head. So we have truth. Again, speak the truth. Be open, be honest, be transparent. Let the other person see, or let the other party see what you're thinking and how you're processing things. Whether you're 100% clear on that yourself or not. Be open, be honest, be transparent. If you need more time, tell them you need more time and tell them why. Give them some context, okay? So we have change. For some of you, it is a fear of change. But I feel like what you're trying to pinpoint is it my fear of change that's making me hesitate? Or is it something that I don't want and that's why I'm hesitating? You're trying to figure some things out for yourself that have to do with fear of change. Yeah, look, enchantment and expression. I mean, you can't make this up. Enchantment is an energy of something is beautiful, but you doubt it. It's almost like, I don't know if I can trust this. And again, it's Page of Cups and the Three of Swords. I don't know if I can trust this. It's like the burnt child, or you've been burnt too many. I don't even know what that phrase is. Something with a burnt child is afraid of something. Bottom line is, you've been burnt so many times that you question everything now, right? But talk about that. Express that. Give the other person or the other party a chance to clarify things for you, or to change your perception. Because I feel like for some of you, you do have a love offer on the table, and it is true love, but you're looking at it from the perspective of all the past hurt, past pain, past betrayal. But it wasn't with this person, it wasn't the same situation, it wasn't, you know what I mean? But the past is clouding your judgment. Or if it's proposal, this is like family issues, right? Patterns you grew up with, around commitment, around what family looks like, around what a marriage is. And it's like, I'm afraid that if I take your offer, it'll turn into what I saw growing up, and I don't want that. And I need to kind of sit and spend some time with myself and change how I view things, to see the truth of a situation, and not what I'm afraid it will be, or what I'm afraid it could be, because that's what I grew up with, because that's what I saw, because that's what I've experienced before. Does that make sense? I feel like something's happening when you're a little bit, vulnerable. Because when we're vulnerable, when we're in a vulnerable place, everything seems forceful, because we're already so sensitive and so vulnerable, right? And everything seems forceful, and everything seems, like it's trying to control us, or like it's trying to push us, or like it's trying to hurt us, because we're on edge. Okay? Because we're in that pain and that hurt. So I feel like, Libra, for you, this is saying, take a step back. Express how you feel. Express how you view things. Express that you're confused. Express why you hesitate. Express, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the other person or the other party will understand, will be compassionate, will help you work through it, will give you the time you need. And it's the same thing with any other kind of offer. If you want something, ask for it. If you need something else, ask for it. It's the art of negotiation, right? I want this, but this is something I'm not thrilled by. Is there something we can do about it? Okay? But this is about, you having the strength to speak your truth peacefully, calmly, without making it an argument, or without you feeling like you have to fight for it. You don't have to. This is yours either way, right? You just have to figure out what you want to do with it. Does that make sense? It's a beautiful thing, but I feel like it's bringing up old pain, because you're still a little bit vulnerable. But the message is, express it, because the other person or the other party can help you through it. Does that make sense? So I'll leave that with you. But let me know what this is about, okay? For you. And I hope the reading helps you. Because it doesn't have to be either or. It is not black or white. It is not you're with me or against me. But because that's what you may have gone through, what you may have experienced, you're conditioned to see things in those terms. And this is saying it's a different day. You're a different person. This is a different person. This is a different situation. It's a different time. You know what I mean? Open up. Talk about how you see things, how you feel, what you need, because the other person or the other party can help you through it. Okay? All right. And 30, 40. Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Thanks for joining us. Remember to watch the intro of the video as well, because there's information for you there. 8 of Wands. Good news, fast-paced energy, short distance travel, inspiration, creativity. What are you dealing with? Okay, what's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? What's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? Aquarius in the week ahead. Situation, the Emperor. Challenge, the 2 of Wands. Outcome, the Queen of Cups. Who's this water sign that keeps... And the 2 of Cups. Aquarius, I swear to God. You're dealing with someone in this water again and again and again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It just does not want to let you go. Or you don't want to let them go. Or you can't let go of each other. So I feel like last week it was a breakup, or was you distancing yourself because you had to, or whatnot. This week, you're there again. Talking about reconciliation, getting back together. And you're considering it. You're entertaining it. Yeah, look. What did I say? 5 of Coins under the 2 of Cups. A time of separation, no communication, abandonment, feeling left out. I feel like the Emperor, your energy, you've grown up in some way, you've matured, you've leveled up as a result of a breakup, a loss, sacrifices that you've had to make. You've kind of leveled up, okay? And you're like, I have my sight on bigger things right now. You could be experiencing advancement at work, promotion, you're starting your own business, or you're bringing the focus solely on your business. It's like whatever you focus on right now, that's what's going to grow in your life. Because you're focused, you're settled within yourself, you're determined. You're challenged, the 2 of Wands. Here is this person talking to you about choices. I feel like I'll get that scenario out the way. It is someone, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, that you had a falling out with or a breakup with, and might have been again on again, off again in a relationship, and they're coming back, offering you that Ace of Cups again. Aries energy here as well. That's what's on the table, and it's your decision with the 2 of Wands there. But you're being asked to think about the long-term consequences of your decision, because I feel like you're experiencing a time of growth, of expansion, of fame, popularity, with your professional life, with your business, with your personal goals. Like you're leveling up. And you could go back to this, but think about the long-term consequences, because it will take time from you, and it will take your focus, it will take your energy. Maybe even it will take your money. Remember what you lost every time this happened, every time this ended, you lost a little bit more, didn't you? So the Queen of Swords is here to say, it's time to cut the cord. 4 of Swords, keep the distance between the 2 of you, keep the separation going, right? Hold back from this. Because I feel like you're stuck in a cycle, and it's only going to end the same way A little bit worse every time, though. And I feel like you're on a high right now. And if you were to go back to this, it would cost you time, energy, your focus, money, hurt you emotionally. Okay? Now, for others of you, if this is with work or with your own business, there's an offer to team up with someone. There's an offer to partner up with someone who's in the same field, who wants the same things, has similar goals. And then in that case, the Queen of Cups can become negotiation. So it could be a very successful time with your business, where you could benefit through others at this time. Let's get more messages here for Aquarius in the week ahead. What's this Emperor about? 5 of Wands. Beating out the competition. 2 of Wands as the challenge. Temperance. Queen of Cups in the outcome. 5 of Swords. And 10 of Wands. Yeah, I keep getting like if you're gonna go back to something from the past, it will end badly. It's something that you've been doing. It's an on again, off again situation. And it can be with love, or it can be with a family member, or it can be with whoever in your life that, you know, every time they come into your life, they bring drama, they bring chaos, they bring you their burdens, and you end up taking care of them, looking after them. Every time they leave your life, they leave with your energy, with your time, with your money, and you're left picking up the pieces and having to start over, right? And the message here, Aquarius, is if you're going to be honest with yourself, what would you do in this situation? Do you really believe this person can change? Do you really believe this situation can be improved? Because you're going back and forth about it. 2 of Wands and the Temperance. One day you're like, no, I'm sure this is the best thing. I feel confident in my decision. I'm focused. I'm determined. I'm moving forward. And those days you get so much accomplished. Next day you wake up and you're like, I don't know. What if this? What if that? What if they have changed? What if this could work? What if we tried this and that and the other? And it gets you all conflicted again. 5 of Wands. You don't know what to do. You're stuck. You don't get that much done that day, do you? Or your heart isn't in it. You're not happy. You don't have joy at the end of the day or at any point in the day. So, Aquarius, I feel like it's time to cut the cords with someone. Because you can't... They come with the good and the bad. And the bad sometimes outweighs the good. It's someone who is fundamentally a good person. They just can't get their head on straight. They just keep making the wrong decisions. They should know better, but they don't. They've had chance after chance after chance to do things differently, to do things better, healthier, I don't know. And they keep choosing same old, the old patterns, the drama, the insecurities, the conflicts. And you're left picking up the pieces every time. So it's your decision, Aquarius, but you're being given a chance to cut ties with this person. And I feel like it's going to have to be no communication. Because as soon as you start talking to them, they just get to you. They just get under your skin. Because you do care for them, or you want them to be happy. You know, whether it's a love interest or someone in your family or a friend, or... You know, you want them to be okay. You want them to be happy, or you do care about them. But the message here is this is who they are. I feel like this is someone who needs to hit rock bottom to really have an awakening, to really have like a come to Jesus moment where they're like, you know what, I need to do things differently in my life. And they keep latching on to you because you're good to them. You're good for them. But it's like every time they come back, they eat you up a little bit, you know? You're depleted. They take away more than they bring. So it's not an easy situation, but I feel like you need to focus on you with the Emperor as your first card. You need to focus on you and what's best for you and what's healthy for you and what will bring stability in your life, okay? Not what comes in and wrecks it. You're trying to stabilize yourself, and this person comes in with chaos every time. Every time. So it might be time to cut ties, cut the cord. And I feel like to do that, you just have to keep going, not look back, not talk to this person, not let them in, not hear them out, because they get under your skin. If this is work, I feel like it's going to be a very busy time. If it's your own business, very busy time. You're winning some sort of competition or you're standing out from the crowd, it's going to be a very busy time. And the challenge is make time for yourself, make time to rest, try to keep the balance, make sure you sleep enough, you rest enough, you eat, okay? Because you might end up taking on more than you can handle and you're exhausting yourself. And then you can't meet the deadlines, or you can't keep your commitments or your promises. And there can be some conflict from that or some financial loss. So just a heads up, okay? Pace yourself and maintain that balance in order to keep this going. But it's a great time. When it comes to a job situation, you might not be seeing eye to eye with the boss at this time. There might be some conflict there. It's getting you to consider changing your job. But I feel like they're offering you, they're talking, sweet nothings. They're saying sweet nothings to you. So by that, I mean, they're making promises. It's almost like your boss is trying to put more work on you, more responsibility, getting you to do overtime or whatnot. With the promise, Queen of Cups, with the promise of recognition, of growth, of development. However, they don't really intend to keep that promise. And the way to test that is to say no. To say, okay, I want to do this, but I have too much on. Let's talk about how we can, how both of us can manage my workload. If you have a different idea, maybe if someone else did this, I could pick this up. And they're going to try to force you. They're going to try to make you feel like you have no choice, that you have to do it. And that will be your answer of, how much do you give this person? How much do you give this boss? They don't have loyalty to you. Why do you have loyalty to them? Why are you, killing yourself working for this person when they have no consideration for you? You know what I mean? Because things are coming to a head in one situation in your life because there's an opportunity for a change to something better. So if things are coming to a head with your work situation, look around. There's an offer on the table for you that's better. Okay? Or start looking, start applying, start getting the word out, that you're interested to see what is out there. You're gonna get something that is perfect for you with the Two of Cups. Okay? If things are coming to a head in your love life, it's because it's time to get yourself out of a situation that served its purpose in your life or is doing more damage than good, because there's something better right around the corner. Okay? It's something that is exactly, it's meant for you. You're made for it, and they're made for you. Okay? So don't be afraid to cut ties. Don't be afraid to cut the cord. Okay? It's your choice. Nothing's going to happen unless you allow it or unless you choose it. But just telling you, if something seems to just be hitting you all at the same time and it's just conflict or it's chaos, look around you, because 100% there's something there just waiting for you to see it, just waiting for you to give it a chance. That's exactly what is right for you. Okay? Let's see, Oracle advice for Aquarius. So it's almost like the contrast right? When you look around to see if you have any other options, or you know what I mean, this option, this opportunity is like made for you, tailor-made, you know, like hand in glove. And when you put them next to each other, it's like no question. It's like, yeah, this is better. This is exactly what I've been looking for. This isn't good for me. This is bad for me, actually. This has been holding me back. This has been costing me time, money. This is, you know what I mean? Bottom of the deck, shadow self. So with the shadow self, I mean, you're being asked to address some things that maybe you've been running away from, maybe you've been trying to explain away, maybe, but it's actually self-sabotage. Do you know what I mean? Staying in, or giving someone chance after chance after chance when you know what the truth is, but you pretend you don't, or you explain it away, or you make excuses. That's part of your shadow self, and it's things within yourself that are trying to be brought to your attention for you to look at. Why do you do that? Where does that come from? Yeah, look, awakening. Truth revealed, truth spoken. You coming to some sort of a realization that, again, has to do with self-sabotage and behavior. Change. Yeah, time for change. That's why things are coming to a head. It's time for a change. Divine timing. It's time for a change. And you'll have this awakening, you'll have this realization that it's time for change, that this is the best time for change. Once you come out of this self-sabotaging mindset or self-sabotaging behaviors, okay? When you face things, when you accept the truth, when you, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. When you acknowledge things, you will see you have a choice to make change. Because now is the best time for that to happen. Because now what is being presented to you is made for you. It's what you've been looking for, and it's what you deserve. And it's like you've been trying to hold on to a situation because you thought it's what you were looking for. But if you take a step back, you view it from a higher perspective, you come out of that shadow self where you explain it away because of self-sabotage behavior, because of fear of change or whatnot, you see that actually that person or that situation has been costing you a hell of a lot more than it's been giving to you, okay? Whether that's financial or emotional or whatever. And when we have that awakening, when we have that realization, we're facing that truth, we're accepting that that's the truth of the situation, we see the possibility for change. We see options. Why? Because now we are looking for them. Once we come out of that shadow self and have this realization, this is the truth of the situation. No, this isn't the best thing for me like I thought it was. No, this isn't what I thought it was. Then the next question right after that and the next breath will be, okay, so what else is out there? I need to get myself back out there. I need to keep looking. So that release, okay, and that change, that transitioning happens more easily. And with divine timing here and the Two of Cups here, it's happening now because you're ready to face this truth and you're ready to release whatever this pattern is and embrace something that is actually what you've been looking for, what you deserve, something mutual, something mutually beneficial, something, you know what I mean? But it's up to you. Like I say, it has to be your choice. So, I'll leave that there. Let me know what this is for you, okay? If you resonate with the reading. And if you are dealing with these situations, I hope the reading helps you, alright? But I'll leave it there, okay? Be sure to watch all your signs, make the most of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.